Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is the Daily Tarot for Monday, the 1st of February 2021. Hope you're well wherever you are. I'd like to say thank you so much for the lovely messages, lovely comments that I received for the weekend reading. It's a blessing incomparable. So thank you very much for that. So I hope you're well wherever you are. Leave a message, let me know where you are. I just find it fascinating being of a generation that grew up before the internet and having adjusted rather well, may I say, if I say it myself. I'd be so interested to hear where people are from and like what you do and what your lives are, because I just find it miraculous, frankly, that it's possible to connect with people from all over the world, all walks of life. It's just unbelievable. It's wonderful. It's like an electronic collective consciousness that we're all taking part in. It's just so nice. So do drop a comment if that appeals to you. So this is going to be a major arcana reading using the ancient Italian tarot. And I'm just going to have one more shuffle, possibly one more. And let's see what we get. There we go. Okay. Right, we've got the Lovers in the reverse. It's always good to start with something simple. Yeah, right. Lovers in the reverse. It might be simple, we'll see. It all depends what else comes out with it. Okay. Strength in the upright. Okie doke. Ooh, this is going to be a tasty one. Death. Okay. Whoops. Right, there we go. Right. So, Lovers in the reverse. Simplicity, perhaps. Simplicity of or perhaps the lack of need to take a choice. Perhaps there is no choice in the matter. Yeah, that's what I'm saying here. When we have death turn up here, there's no choice in the matter. We've got to go with it, whatever it is. And the strength card here is inviting us to overcome a kind of a sense of unfairness. There we go. Bye. That's kind of it. But this is a complex card. I mean, the Lovers, even in the upright, is a complex card. We've got a zero-sum choice here. A zero-sum game. Only one thing can win. And there are certain situations like that where there's no grey area, it's black or white. And what we see here is this young man. He is either son or lover, son or husband. That's it. There's no middle way. And we kind of know, as I always say, which way this is going to go, because we have this little cherub here, this little Kama with his potion coated arrow tip. And once that gets in the veins, that's it. There's no going back. So the matter of whether you can have this or that, I mean, already, as I say in the Lovers, it's about the impossibility of having this and that. And we've grown very used to being able to have this and that. You know, the whole concept of having it all. Some of you may not be of a sufficient age to remember that, but in the 90s, that was the big thing, especially for women. It was the idea of having it all. So you could have a dynamic career and a really fulfilling home life and a wonderful family life and have children and rise to the top of your tree. And perhaps some people managed it. I don't know. I mean, during the 90s, I was working in public relations in London, working with some very high-flying journalists and high-flying producers of various products and kind of helping them get a really good public profile in the press, as was then. This was sort of pre-internet, really. I remember the first emails being sent, and some of us were very suspicious about that. We didn't like it. We liked the old fax machine. But some of the people working there, and it was women, there was only one man working in the office, and he was the boss's husband. He was a complete a-hole. But the women working there, you know, young, well-educated, professional women with husbands and children, perhaps they had it all. I don't know. I don't know how their lives went. Anyway, having it all. So the Lovers speaks of the impossibility of having it all. And the Lovers in the reverse here, in this particular reading, I would say just forget it. You have to suck up what is. And you have to suck it up in as dignified a way as you possibly can. I mean, the lady here getting to grips with this wild beast is dignity personified, even with bare feet. I love that. I love the fact that she's got bare feet. But there she is in her dress and her sash and her crown. You know, she's, yeah, very dignified, very powerful, very respectable, and getting down and dirty with this lion and showing it who's boss. So the lion in this scenario would be the part of us that kind of rails against this fate that we see here in the death card. There is nothing to be done about it. And you can scream until you're blue in the face. All you're going to do is knacker yourself out, embarrass yourself, and tire everyone out. Forget it. It is what it is, to coin a phrase. Let's get another card. See if we can find out perhaps a little bit more. Because I'm not going to go anywhere near trying to work out what this thing that you have no choice about is. I ain't going there, my friends. I ain't going there. I know what it is in my case. But let's see. Oh, yeah, lovely. This is going to be a tasty one as well. Okay, well, I said, Magician in the reverse, there is nothing to be done. You can manifest and manifest and manifest all you like. It ain't going to change nothing. Nothing. I'll tell you what, though, in that Strength card, and even in a funny way in that Death card, I see great mercy. Great mercy and real grace. This is grace under fire, my friends. There is nothing to be made of this. And that's the Magician in the reverse, the one who makes, the one who can, the one who does because he can. But it's here in the reverse. And, you know, he's raising a glass, and let's raise a glass to the inevitable, whatever it is for you. When I was in my 30s, some things happened to me that really showed me that not everything is negotiable. Not everything can be sorted to one's satisfaction. There are some things that are simply the brick wall that they are. And in many ways, that was the making of me, because it sobered me up. And I'm seeing that in the glass raised here by the magician in the reverse. This is sobering. And sobering up usually involves some kind of dignity, where you hang your head, wash your face, drink a pint of water and a cup of strong black coffee and pull yourself together. This is pulling ourselves together in the face of something that cannot be overturned. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. The sun in the upright. I mean, the weekend reading was all about the sun and the Fool. The sun, the promise card, the commitment card. Commit to this energy, if you will, if you wish, because the maturity that we see in the Strength card, the maturity we see in the acceptance of the fact of Il Tredici, the maturity in not going with Lovers in the reverse, not going, this way, go that way, go this way, go that way, go this way, go that way. No. Let go of all that. That's the invitation on the table. And within that letting go is a promise to self. This also is a promise to self. To a more... sorry, I'm trying to consider whether to shuffle again, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take this one that is currently face down in my hand. Committing to oneself to a more measured approach, and I would say measured even in the matter of trying to work out, and we usually know in our gut what can be negotiated with and what cannot be negotiated with. And that's also the message of the Death card today. Not everything is non-negotiable, but some things are. And if we can overcome the rebellious refusal of the inner child here, represented by the lion in the Strength card, the refusal to accept that there are some things that cannot be negotiated with, like this, then we do enter, if we can accept that, we enter into a space where we are much more easily able to distinguish between the negotiable and the non-negotiable and act gracefully accordingly. Fool in the reverse. Now that has rather thrown me, because I thought we were going to get something much more unequivocal, therefore much less equivocal. But I actually see here in the Fool in the reverse that, yeah, that there's a kind of a beautiful brick wall in this. And I know it's beautiful because we have Strength and we have the sun in the upright. But what there is here is something that doesn't represent the endless renewal. Because the endless renewal only lasts for as long as our lives last, I'm afraid. And, that's just it. And like 200 years from now, we'll be lucky, all of us, to even be a footnote. We'll just be a line on a census document somewhere. Not everything is a matter of constant renewal. And this is a very profound lesson here, I see, with the Fool in the reverse. Some things end. and they end when they end and how they end, and do so completely. And sooner or later, we all have to, and I'm not just talking about physical death, even. You know, I mean, that is a prime example of it. But, you know, everything has a season. Let me put it that way. And we're clearly facing some sort of full stop. And yet, as I say, in the acceptance of this, strength in the upright, sun in the upright, is wonderful maturity, grace, and dignity. And I will leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you again soon for another reading. Namaste.